What is up, guys? Arnas here. If you're new here, my name is Arnas. I'm a founder of a brand called Passionate Income. We have over 1 million followers on Instagram, close to hitting 100,000 email subscribers. We're shooting for it like in the next month or so. And, I've been in online business space for like 3.5 years. I worked with many, many coaches in terms of like marketing them on my pages. And I work with many different brands, and maybe you heard of some like Morning Brew, Webull, Public, just kind of finance apps and finance newsletters. So I've been in this space for a long time, and at the same time, I promoted so many of these, high ticket coaches, people who sell coaching courses, just in general, info sellers. And there's a huge shift right now in the market because everyone who's like new to the game, they've been probably listening to like Alex Hormozy and stuff like that. And obviously, he just released a crazy thing that he's partnering up with Skool, which is like a platform you can create your community. And I've been a user of Skool since 2022. Okay. So I'm not like the oldest member of Skool, right? But I've been in the game. I've seen Skool and I've seen them elevate. I really like Skool, but at the same time, I'm seeing a huge shift in the market that Skool has been, pushed out like this crazy new magic thing. And I wanted to kind of record this message for you guys to talk a bit about like a shiny object syndrome, because Skool is nothing but a huge shiny object syndrome. Okay. Don't, get me wrong. I love monthly recurring revenue. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm all for making as much money as possible in the simplest way possible and being as profitable as possible, as lean as possible, make a bunch of money, have a cool lifestyle, and all of that stuff. But now I'm seeing so many people get into the game and they think that starting your Skool community is the only way to make money and is the best way to make money. And you know what they sell their Skool community about? On how to start a Skool community. So it's like you're creating just like a synthetic market out there, which is like, okay, I'm going to start a Skool community, even if I don't have any experience in coaching people, in consulting people, in selling courses. I'll just start that. Why? Because I can make a bunch of money, right? Quick. But in reality, if you have zero experience in selling coaching, consulting, and stuff like that, if you start a community, it's probably not going to be as good as someone you're competing with. And another thing you have to bear in mind is monthly recurring revenue is great, but I don't think a lot of people get into the math of how it works. Okay? So people look at monthly recurring revenue and immediately they think like, oh, software, right? And it's like, now they're saying, okay, Alex Hormozy and Sam Ovens is giving us an opportunity to kind of tap in the MRR of like a software business, but we can just sell coaching and, a community access. Yes, but at the same time, it's so different. Why it's different? Because MRR in a software game is so different than in membership game. Okay? So in a membership, like a Skool community, if your community is really good, and trust me, I've had communities, like if it's a paid monthly community, you'll be getting like a 10% churn, meaning 10% of the people will leave the community every month. So let's say you're making your first month, you get 100 people in your community for $9. Very good, right? $900, you're making it. You're like, okay, that's very cool. The next month, you're not making $900 anymore. You're making $810 because 10% of people left. Okay. And what no one talks about is software game has like a 3% churn or 2% churn, depending on the software, right? Sometimes 5% if it's a bad product. But membership has a way higher churn, and I see people underpricing their Skool communities. I seen so many communities where they provide like coaching and stuff for like $7. When in reality, if you have like a 10% churn, your lifetime value of a customer will be like $70. So it's way better to just sell one time a course for $99, get the cash up front, give the same amount of value, and you'll make even more money. And you can still host it on Skool. It doesn't have to be MRR, okay? So many people get tied up in this because they think of numbers which are, I don't want to say unrealistic, because only people who are unrealistic actually achieve something great in life. But, they think like, okay, I have 10,000 followers on Instagram. Maybe like 10% of my followers will turn into a paying customer. Like, no, it's not going to happen. Like, it just doesn't work like that. If you get 100, it will be like incredible. It will be a miracle from 10,000 followers. So, like, you have to always think about it. And you also have to think, why do people push Skool? Why? And anything people push, you have to ask yourself, why are they doing it? Because I got into Skool not when it was hypey. I got it into Skool because I thought it was really cool. And I'm a big fan of Sam Ovens. So I was like, you know what? I'll just sign up and check it out. And I always told people like, oh, it's great. But now you see so many YouTube videos of guys like, oh, that's how we got our Skool community to $150,000 MRR, or something like that. Last year I made $600,000 from Skool. First of all, that's revenue, but no one talks about that. But hey, just think about why they're pushing it. Because Sam Ovens and Alex Hormozy, those guys are very, very smart. And they're giving 40% affiliate commission on their Skool fee. So Skool is $99 a month. If you get referred by anyone, and probably if you watched the YouTube video, or if you watched a course on Skool, a free course, a paid one, or you've been in a Skool community and you started your own, you may not even know it, but that person who referred you, and it's like a sticky affiliate. If you've been in a Skool group, let's say you join my Skool group, you've been there for a week, you're like, I'll start my own one, I'll get a commission of 40% monthly recurring revenue. So the real business model here is not starting the Skool community, it's promoting the Skool affiliate, okay? Actually tapping into the software game, okay? So that's why it's being pushed out so much. And on the other hand, why Alex Hormozy is pushing it, he's always talking about how he's kind of trying to go from like 100 million to a billion or something like that. His play with Skool just like made the value of Skool $100 million more than it was before he joined. And let me explain you why. As soon as Alex Hormozy joined Skool, they released Skool Games, which is $99 to participate in, and there's a 14-day free trial. It's a cool thing, right? It's a cool community. Everyone's kind of like fighting who's the best in the Skool rankings. It's $99 a month. The last time I checked, it was 7,500 people joined that for $99 a month. Okay? If 7,500 people joined at $99 a month, you wouldn't think it's a lot, right? But in the software game, at a 10x multiple, meaning like at a 10x of their revenue, which potentially they could do it one day, at 10 times their yearly revenue, they increased their value by $100 million, because 7,500 people times $99 is like close to $750,000 per month, which turns into close to like 10 million a year, right? In monthly recurring, in ARR, which means 10 times ARR, annual recurring revenue, they increased by $100 million, just like that, just by doing this release and crazy launch, which is absolutely amazing. That's like incredible. And that's where the real money is, That's why, all of these guys are pushing it. You have the affiliates who are making crazy money. You have the owners, or like the equity owners of Skool, who are making incredible amount of money. And then there are some top guys who are making like crazy amount of money. But if you're a business guy and you're actually making good money with whatever you're doing, just stick to that, okay? Because you'll split your focus. It will be a nonsense. And another thing is, if you're good at something already, why would you start another thing for no reason, split your focus at the end of the day, not even make that amount of money that you desire to make? Just double down on what's working for you. Okay, starting a Skool community is not the answer. Like, if you didn't start a Discord a year ago, doesn't mean that now Skool came in and it's like the new thing and it's life changing. No, like a paid Discord or Telegram is pretty much the same thing. It's the same business model. It's been around for like tens of years on the internet already. Like, were communities in 2000 which were like paid monthly recurring, so it's not a new thing. It's just very hyped up, right? It's a great tool, don't get me wrong. I'm using it. I have two groups on Skool, okay? I'm paying them like $198 every month. I have some affiliates. I love the tool, but don't fall for the golden handcuffs or shiny object syndrome. It's not going to make you a millionaire if you just switch your business model. If you're very good at agency, just keep going with the agency. If you're good at like IG automation, what I do, just keep doing that. If you're good at email marketing, just keep doing that. Of course, it opens new doors for people who get into Skool. Provide your services to them. It's a new opportunity, but don't fall for it too much, because at a 10% churn, you'll be surprised that selling a $9 a month product is not the best way to make money. And one-time payments sometimes can make way more sense. And again, you're not going to build equity in a Skool community. A lot of companies who are doing MRR, they're only doing it for one thing and one thing only. They're optimizing for the value of their company. They're not optimizing for cash flow. They're not optimizing for lifestyle. They're optimizing for value in their company. Like a software. You build a software, not like go high level software. You build an actual software. You get it up to like $50,000 a month. You can sell it for like millions. Maybe 1 million, maybe 2, maybe 5. But you can sell it for millions, okay? Because it's a software with MRR. The thing is, with Skool, if you build a community in Skool, maybe you'll be able to sell it, but I really doubt it. The only thing like you're actually will be able to make money is upselling people in the Skool communities. So if you use it as your top of the funnel, like, okay, this is $49 a month, get in, and then when they get into Skool, you upsell them on something higher ticket or like a high ticket software, go and do it. Go make your money. But Skool alone is not going to be a huge money maker. And I'm telling you this because I have hundreds of thousands of emails. I have millions of followers. I know that if you just drive a bunch of traffic to Skool, it's not going to be a game changer. There needs to be more to it. So that's it. That's kind of my thoughts on Skool. Don't get me wrong. I love Skool. I'm a capitalist. I love making money. But every time you see something popping up online, trending like crazy, think about it. Why do people push it? What's their incentive? Why do people want to do it? Because it's the new hype train, and they can either sell you a course on how to run Skool, you can become an affiliate. There's some sort of compensation. And they want to get as many people to get in Skool so they can get your money by selling you a dream. Okay? That's it. I said it. So keep building your dream you already have. Keep doing what you already do. Just double down on what's already working, what's making you money, and you'll be richer than ever. Okay? All you need to do is keep doing what's working. That's it. That's it. You don't need to come up with a new strategy, with a new free school community to a paid one. None of that. You don't need to do it. Trust me, I tried it. I can tell you it works, but it's not for everyone. It definitely works. But always ask yourself why people are pushing something. That's it.